Before returning to the Rashi, there is one final point, by way of extension to the short survey on the use of Rooach by the author of the Chumash text. This point points to the problems of translation, and the possibility that, if not carefully thought through, can create an image of the narrative that is quite illogical. I would even offer preposterous, and hence untenable. For example, the opening pasuk in Bereshit 8 states that after a lengthy period of time, Vayizkar Elokim et Noach, God remembers Noach, all the animals and beasts in the Teva, and the consequence of this remembering was that Vayavar Elokim Ruach al haaretz, that God caused a Ruach to pass across the earth, and that Vayashochu hamayim, and the waters subsided, they became calm. It may not be a big deal, but very often we create images based upon a less than accurate translation of a text, for which the translators do not always take the time to think through the illogical consequences of their choices. Virtually all of the translators, bar none, translate the word ruach as wind, so we have this image of, I would assume, gale force winds blowing across the earth, resulting in the waters subsiding. This image is certainly problematic, as given the experience that we have with typhoons and hurricanes, the exact opposite is the case. Rather than causing waters to settle, they stir up the waters, causing very often loss of life and destruction of property. The exact opposite of Vayeshochu hamayim. It could be argued, of course, that the Ruach referred to in the Pasuk was a cool Mediterranean type of breeze, but that in turn would not cause the waters to subside. Conversely, if there is no connection between the Vayashochu hamayim and the Ruach, other than the fact that two things took place as an outgrowth to Vayizkar Elokim et Noach, then in theory there was no need to mention the fact that God caused a Ruach to pass across the earth. The only exception to the rule in this situation is the translation offered by the Gutnik Chumash, that does make an attempt at least to provide a translation as viewed through the lens of Rashi, who I would assume would deal with these Pshuta Shel Mikra issues, and the Gutnik Chumash offers the following. Vayizkar Elokim, God remembers the prayers of Noach, along with the decent behavior of all the wild animals and all the domesticated animals that were with him in the ark. Vayavar Elokim Ruach al haaretz, God caused a spirit of consolation and relief to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. So that in this case the term Ruach refers to the mental state of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, kavayachol, a feeling of consolation, in stark contrast to the turbulence caused by the Mabul. And this came as a result of Vayizkar Elokim, an acceptance of the prayers of Noach. With that brief digression, let us now return to Bamidbar 16 and the content of the prayer of Moshe and Aaron, Kel Elokei Haruchot.